into the 6th. We have NBA Countdown continuing our coverage of the NBA Finals here in beautiful Toronto Raptors.
Wow.
With a one-game lead in the series, Warriors looking to even things up. P.S. They've been at this since this morning. Heck, I could say they've been at it for 2 days, actually, waiting for Game 2 to start. And finally, it's here. Tonight's Tunnel Walk presented by YouTube TV. He seems motivated and serious. Steph, knowing that they need to head back west for the win, I think. And then how about the player of the last game, Mr. Pascal Siakam?
You got a logo already?
Everybody's got a logo. Chance?
Happy you scored 30 in the finals.
Hey, man.
Has returned. Been a long time coming.
Can they? Will they?
It's life or death with me now.
Who will survive?
There's no turning back now.
Doubt, confidence, surprise.
This is what makes me.
Claw their way into our consciousness.
I'm definitely not saying good job, guys.
Tell me.
With one opponent quickly realizing this is where they belong.
I had to hustle hard, never give up.
Pascal had an amazing game.
Are the reigning champions now questioning each other?
That's on me.
Themselves.
A little bit rushed to shake off. That's no excuse.
Is there more to this unwritten story? Warriors, Raptors, Game 2 next on ABC.
Live from the NBA Finals in Toronto, Canada.
The NBA Countdown Game 2 of these NBA Finals. Chauncey Billups, Jalen Rose, Michelle Beadle. We have appreciated the warmth and the politeness of the Canadian people. However, the man to my right has managed to turn this peaceful country and all of their profanities on you. You made Canada hate you, Paul. How do you even manage to do that?
I used to be the king of the North, and then LeBron took it. Now it's Kawhi.
Wow.
None of that was actually accurate at all. This Warriors team here, by the way, this is unprecedented. They've never been down 0-1 in an NBA Finals. Why did it happen this time? Draymond Green, pretty candid about not being entirely ready for what they had in store for them Thursday night.
Their speed, the way they're getting out of transition, the coaching staff talked for the last 5 days and preparing for them, like their transition, we really have to get back in transition. And you're like, all right, like, we've played teams that's fast before. Like, yeah, we'll get back in transition. And, like, their speed was different. Just to kind of get a feel for that, get a feel for the speed of the game. I think also with us coming off 10 days off, like, you can even see that speed and trying to get your win right and get, the rust off. But, to get that game under our belt and now kind of have a feel for the way it's going to go, I think it'll make a big difference for us.
The man is nothing if not honest. Raptors did get out in transition early and often. 26 points in transition. The most that Warriors team's allowed in a game this postseason. They shot 10 for 10 on 2-pointers. Pascal Siakam, perfect 5 for 5 in transition. Draymond, what do you want to see from him? How does he need to respond tonight?
Well, Pascal was the lead catalyst for that. But also in the postgame, Draymond took it personal upon himself to try to shut down Pascal Siakam in Game 2. In his first finals game against a team that's going for their 4th championship in 5 years, he had 32 points. He was all over the place, blocking shots, getting steals, making threes, getting dunks, getting layups, dropping dimes. He was the player of the game. Let's see if the former defensive player of the year, Draymond Green, who said that he's the greatest defensive player that this league has seen, take this matchup personal tonight.
He did say that.
Yeah, man, he did say that. But I'll say this before I say what I think Draymond needs to do. I learned something by his interview right there. He said, Coach Kerr said, for 5 days, these guys are fast. They get out in transition. They didn't listen. They got cocky, Jalen. Oh, they got cocky. They didn't listen to the coaching. So they got humbled a little bit. But to me, I think Draymond needs to just push the tempo like he did in the Portland series. This is a very good Toronto Raptors defensive team. Push that tempo really fast because he gets a lot of rebounds. Don't let him set that good defense up.
So the fact that they're down a game, which they've never been, are you stressed out if you're Golden State?
No, you're not stressed out. You're the champ. And you walk around with that swagger. You come into this game feeling good, like, okay, we let this slip away or we didn't play our best game, but don't forget, guys, we're the champs. If I'm in the locker room and we have bounce back in us. And so they still have that championship swagger. They're going to go out here and they're going to give Toronto everything they got today. And you're going to feel their presence today. They're going to hit hard. They're going to hit early. It's going to be a matter if Toronto can withstand their first punch.
Well, we know when the pressure's going to start. If Toronto wins today. Now all of a sudden, you're down 2, you're going home, You're trying to integrate Kevin Durant probably back in the series in Game 4, potentially. That's why it makes tonight's game very critical for the Golden State Warriors.
I feel like we'll never get back to our hotels if the Raptors pull off this win. Barack Obama in the house
44
for the game this evening.
Boy, do we miss you.
Part of the Basketball Africa League's new professional league, 12 club teams. Oh, this is gonna be good. And obviously loves hoops. I mean,
We got to ask that guy about his resume. We got some work for him to do.
NBA Countdown.
Welcome back to Toronto. That's the Raptors mosh pit, also known as Jurassic Park.
I'm on my way.
They are great. The fans are great.
Surfing out there.
There's one super fan. No, don't do it. Nav Batia is the super fan of these Raptors, and he is an institution here.
Today's a great day. First time NBA Finals, Game 1 in Toronto. We are headed to Scotiabank Arena.
24 years, I've never missed a game or late for a game or left game early.
I'm going to get out there a little bit, get the crowd pumped up. Let's go, Raptors!
Such an exciting moment in my part of life, but also for all the Toronto fans and also Canada.
We're all ready. We're all ready, baby.
I'm bringing people together. All the Sikhs, Hindus, Jewish, blacks, Japanese, Chinese, whatever. They're all the same, and I've been saying that for the longest time. It takes my stresses away from my business life. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't womanize. I just raptorize.
We're going to win this one today.
Guess what's back? Detailed Kobe Bryant on Plus. Steph Curry this time in his Game 1 performance. Remember, you can download the app or visit ESPNplus.com. Big things expected of Draymond Green. What's he doing, guys?
A lot of ticket requests right there.
Is
Got a
that
lot
what
of
that is?
family. Detroit, I mean, Saginaw ain't that far.
I would ignore all of that.
Got the squad up here.
We are getting close to game time. Chauncey, look, Kevin Durant obviously hasn't played yet in this series, which means both teams have one clear superstar,
Yep.
Kawhi Leonard, Steph Curry, respectively. As far as what each team did for the other player, what did you see? How'd they handle that?
Well, I'll tell you what, the Warriors had a lot of time off. They watched the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, they did.
They came into this series saying, we're not going to let Kawhi dominate us and play one-on-one. So what happens is they come with a double team. Kawhi's seen tons of double teams before. As a great player, when you get double teamed, you have done your job. Now you advance it to a secondary playmaker, which now it becomes a 4-on-3. You hope that that guy can make a good play. Now, Marcus Gasol, very good secondary playmaker. Fred VanVleet did a very good job right there. He didn't settle for a contested three-point shot. Took a nice mid-range jump shot. You get the best shot that you can get in the NBA Finals. I think you should do that all the time. But defensively, look at Marcus Gasol right here. He's yelling out, ice, ice, bring him to me. Does a good job of getting up on the screen. Look at how they play this. This is a double team on Steph Curry. They're almost face guarding or denying Clay all the way across the floor. Look at the two non-shooters.
Open for a reason.
They're open for a reason, but look at their guys guarding them. Kyle Lowry, Kawhi, basically middle linebackers on the play. That's the scouting report against this team. High hands, they get a turnover. But when you don't have KD, you got two great shooters out there, and you can just kind of play everybody else however you want to. They did a good job in game 1.
So all that being said, what do you expect out of Kawhi tonight?
Well, I expect Kawhi nothing but greatness out of Kawhi. He's going to get trapped. He needs to get rid of the ball a little bit sooner. But if he keeps finding open guys and they keep hitting shots, things will loosen up for him to where he can go one-on-one, get those opportunities to score. So expect him to be a great playmaker tonight until those double teams stop coming, and then you'll see a lot of one-on-one from there on out.
One of the most foolish things I heard after game 1 is that Pascal Siakam is not going to have a game like he had in game 1.
Oh,
he don't need to.
Okay.
He already put it in the book. Yes, he won't go 11 for 11
I mean,
in the NBA Finals again, but I tell you what, while we're talking about his offense, Chauncey, one thing people need to start talking about is his defense, because he was a guy that also guarded multiple positions, whether in the backcourt or up front, did a great job of helping, double teaming, and showing on switches. That allowed him to get out in transition. And once he got out in transition, he was really dynamic in the first game.
For the record, he could have a game just like him. We don't know. But we're going to find out. Sports Center after the game with Scott Van Pelt. Post-game reactions from this. Red Sox, Yankees, Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, and Chris Mullin. Oh, you're going to want to watch that. That's a good feature. Sports Center on ESPN and the app. All right, 3 NBA experts are going to pull a Game 2 pick out of their hats. Well, at least 2 experts and Paul. When we come
We're going to be wrong. Vito's going to be super expert. Vito's going to be the only one right.
It's time for tonight's keys of the game. Revolutionary one. It's just mind-blowing. Defend Steph Curry. In game 1, when contested, he was 3 for 11. When open, 5 of 7. Because, you know, he makes big shots. And he sometimes makes it look a little too easy. Jalen, it is about that time. Who wins game 1?
Did you say anything about Kevin Durant's participation tonight?
It ain't happening. But Boogie Cousins is starting.
Okay, well, I'm going with the Raptors.
Does anything for you.
Anytime you're playing at home and all of your role players play well, Pascal, Gasol, Van Vliet all play well, Danny Green scored in double figures, I'm going with
They're
Toronto.
They're going to go up 2-0? Chance. You too? No.
No.
Hey,
No.
So what's happening? Talk to me.
I like Boogie in the starting lineup. I think they have an extra scorer out there. Take a little pressure off of Steph. I'm going to go Warriors in game 2.
What? Okay.
Day-Day is going to be very, very aggressive.
It better be.
His defense is going to be up to par tonight. And I'm going with the Warriors in game 2.
Paul, I
usually respect Chauncey Billups' opinion. But today, because he said Boogie Cousins, all the way not healthy Boogie Cousins, a guy who didn't play in the last round, when the Warriors started developing some kind of chemistry, I'm going with the Raptors.
They started Jordan Bell last year.
I'm going with the Raptors. Yeah, Jordan Bell started during the Portland series, too. And that's the series they swept. I'm going Raptors.
For the record, the people of Toronto on the streets yesterday, as we were walking, were yelling at Paul, please pick Golden State. So here we are. I think Golden State takes this one, and let's get 7, ladies and gentlemen.
That sounds silly. That
Minutes away, Game 2, NBA
pick
Finals.
Golden State. Why would they say that? They don't want their own team to win?
See you at half.
That's why.
Let's do
That's
this.
terrible. That's terrible.
Michelle, Thursday night's game 1 was a night the Raptors and their fans will never forget. The first finals game in franchise history had an electric atmosphere and an inspired performance from the home team, led by the dynamic play of Pascal Siakam, the Cameroon native who was the latest to shine on the NBA's biggest stage.